Hey guys, welcome back to part 3. So in the last part we got all the all the rotating assembly done. Today our goals are oil pan, oil pump, timing cover, water pump, fuel pump, intake, carburetor, headers, plugs, wires, and hopefully a start. So there ain't nothing to it but to do it, so let's get at it.
Make it happen, Captain. All right, guys. So for this one, we're starting with the timing cover. Apparently I did it wrong and I got too much, but it's a skim coat on the pan or on the cover, then the gasket, then another skim coat. I put way too much. Life happens, I guess.
Make sure you get.
I got our TV happy.
He did something. Okay. Ratchet. Go. Take your hand. Do that. Go. Go, go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. 3 fingers snug. These are 6 to 8 foot-pound. All right. I think we're ready to roll it over and do the oil pan.
Oh, yay. I like it.
All right, get on the back of it.
Yeah.
Come on, muscles.
Oh, we're not doing this one yet. No.
Roll it.
Come on.
Time's money. All right, guys, so we're gonna put the harmonic balancer on. I just got it laying down here on the floor. We didn't paint it because, you know, that's how we roll. So I'm just attempting to get my tool lined up. That's good enough for government work. Okay. All right. We got our little tool in there, or the rest of our tool. I'm gonna attempt to squirt it out of a closed bottle. Put a little lube on it, help slicking it up going in. Then I'm gonna put a little on the outside to help protect the seal. Line up my keyway. There it is. All right, that's bottomed out. Now, screw this in. Okay, there's a 5/8. And while he's looking for that, we're gonna use this. By the time you find it, I'm gonna have this on. Okay, that's all the way in.
How do you know when it's on?
Because it stops moving.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good reason.
All right, guys, so we're gonna put in the oil pump. Don't forget your rod. There's no gasket.
Yeah, you don't want the oil to leak, you know, within the oil pan.
Yeah. Sounds like Bear's destroying everything. It's a 7/16 bolt at 65 foot-pound.
65.
All right. There is no stepping this down or whatever you want to call it. It's just
one bolt.
Straight to it.
It's this one.
Oh, wrong one. Well, good thing that one torques at 75. I was like, dang, my fingers are strong. All right, next thing is the oil pickup tube. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I do this. I'm gonna put this all the way up. I'm gonna find my oil pan that I moved. I put it facing up so I know it would hit. no gasket, it's all the way down, right? Carefully take it off, and then I'm gonna go about like that. Then between the gasket and what little bit I moved it, it should keep it up off the bottom in order to keep it from picking up trash. So now I'm ready to put the oil pan gasket on. In the corners where the rear main cap meets the block, and in the front where the timing chain cover meets the block, we're gonna put a dollop of RTV because they're prone to leak there. I have these install tools for an oil pan gasket from Felpro because that's the gasket we're using. We went with the thick rubber with the sleeves in it so it doesn't squish the gasket, and I hate the cork ones anyway. Okay, this gasket is for a left or right-handed dipstick tube, so it doesn't matter so long as they line up. So we'll put the alignment tools through the 1/2 inch bolt holes, push it all down, make it happy. Oh, yep, there it squeezed out. Okay, and it'll squeeze out even more when we go ahead and carefully set the oil pan on it. Yep. All right, just pick them up, bud. See, Dad's dropping them and losing all kinds of stuff. So you ain't gonna hurt it. See, there you go. If you don't drop it, are you really working?
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. Give them to Dad. Snug them down by hand with this massive extension. And then we'll take out the blue ones, snug down the 1/2 inch drive one, or 1/2 inch ones, not 1/2 inch drive. And then we will torque them down. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty low torque, so it'll probably be a 3-finger torque. All right, guys. So next we're gonna put on the oil filter adapter. Yep. This is the one we got. When we got the motor, it didn't have one, so I had to go buy one. And we got Mr. Gasket, what is that? 1272. It comes with the bolts. Hopefully they're the right ones. It said it was. And we'll just tighten her down and call it a day. Hand me a pair of pliers. I hope that was tight. Oh, hey. 1/4 inch drive comes in handy too.
All right, guys, we're gonna get the water pump on. So I learned from last time, we RTV'd it a very thin layer, then the gasket, then a thin layer again. This way? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Sequence or just 4 bolts?
Just 4 volts. I mean, you could, if you're gonna torque them, do an X just to be safe.
Oh, that just barely fit in there.
Yeah, you know. And it never hurts to double check.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this one, you moved it.
Almost a 1/4 turn.
Yeah. Okay, so we turn the engine on its side to put in the fuel pump rod because it's easier, and put in the fuel pump. There we go, helps when it's open. Put some assembly lube all over it. Yep, that's good. Put it down in the deep dark hole. There it is. Yep. Those go. Now the way I like to do it, to tighten them down, is I will start these in to make sure these holes don't get misaligned. They shouldn't, but We know they'll go in like that.
Tighten too, good and tight.
Somebody hold their finger right here slightly as you rotate to full compression to where you start it back out, and it makes it a lot easier on you. It's a fight.
Nope, you just move the gas.
I know. Get one started. This has been one. This is the easiest installation fuel pump I've ever done.
All right. Are these
Good and tight.
you know, clean off what we just put on there?
I'm gonna clean off all the black I got on here because it's gonna look good for the Instapick. Plus, it being clean is gonna counteract all the redneck stuff we're gonna do after a while. All right, guys. So we're about to put the plugs in so we can put the headers on. I've got some AC Delco high performance header plugs, and they've got to be gapped. The gap for a small block Chevy 350 is 35 thousandths, so I got my 35 thousandths, and just work it in. There it goes. Double check it. Yep, that's 35. There's my little protector boot. And I've got 7 more to do. Well, technically, I've got 6 more to do. But that's how you gap a spark plug. If you didn't know, now you do.
We're putting spark plugs in.
Yep. We like spark plugs.
They make things go boom.
It's gonna go blah, 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 blah.
No.
Look, we're gonna put headers on. All right, flip, nope, that, yep, just like that right here. Okay. Do not tighten all your bolts down at one time, or you want to tighten all your bolts down at one time. So don't put one on and run it all the way in, because sometimes you have to fidget with them a little bit to get them to go in, or if you tighten it down too far, you can't get a bolt in for whatever reason. So just start them in by hand and then work them down. All right, guys, so I don't know what you seen last. Matt put on the oil filter, with the oil filter we have, it takes roughly a quart. We are using the Rotella T4 1540 for our break-in oil. As Derek from Vice Grip Garage would say, it has all the dinosaurs. And then because it is a flat tappet cam, we're using Rizzoline zinc additive. So it was, 11 fluid ounces. We used the full thing. So we dumped all that down the valley here. We're gonna check the dipstick, make sure it's full. And then we'll be on to putting the intake on, and we'll be one step closer to firing this thing up and hearing it make all of them beautiful noises, hopefully. To the China walls, or from the windows to the China walls.
Let's hope our cam lobes don't fall.
Alrighty, let's see if we can, quiet on set. All right, let's put our China wall on. 1/4 inch bead of silicone from head to head.
Missed the spot.
Don't die.
What about that spot?
It'd be all right. If it ain't,
I always thought it would be.
you know.
That's right. Hey, since he's
Hey, this is the one I should be letting Matt do, because when he puts RTV on, oh my God, it looks like somebody playing with, but no, Matt put RTV on the timing cover.
Yeah, the timing change.
And he
cover.
looked like one of them people who uses anti-seize.
Tell me it didn't get on the inside.
No.
Okay. Have you never seen one of those shows where somebody tried to fix an exhaust leak with red RTV?
Mm-hmm. That's how Rusty fixes his.
That's why I said, does that work?
No.
It will get you through. Don't ask me how I know.
That's how Rusty knew so much about it.
My bus I went to school in might not have been full size, but I still learned things.
It had tasty windows, didn't it?
Schnozberries take less schnozberries.
Send it.
So smear all this, right?
No. Oh my God.
Yeah, go for it. You're gonna be wiping it clean.
I was about to say it's hooked on something over there. Don't breathe now.
Clean it up.
Okay, well, before we go any further, I want to explain what's going on.
You also can stand there and give it about 10 minutes so that sets before you.
Next time I get treated like a retard, you're gonna have to work.
I'm off duty. You fucking call somebody.
Casey's gonna have to work.
She ain't gonna come out here. Ambulance is about 10 minutes away. Sorry.
So, for those of you who have been following along, you know this isn't the intake we originally planned to put on. This one is going to work for now so that we can fire it and break it in and whatnot. The intake I got does not, it needs an adapter for the quadrajet carburetor, and that adapter is about 2 weeks out. So instead, we borrowed the intake off of Rusty's truck, so we didn't have to clean another one up, and we've just thrown it on here for now. This will get us through the startup process and break in, and then we can change it out when the adapter gets here, or we decide to go to a bigger carburetor. So that's why it looks different. All right, guys.
Lids off.
Okay. All right, guys, so we're going to put on these very roughly cleaned up motor mounts. I just threw them in the blast cabinet, knocked the big stuff off because I didn't want it touching my clean engine. And then we'll be one step closer to getting it to run. All right, guys, so tightening the intake bolts, they are 30 to 35. We'll err on the side of caution and go with 35. Why not? You start with one or the other in the middle on whichever side, and then just tighten from the inside out. So middle of the intake, then either the front or the back, your choice. So let's see if we can get this down in here. Nope.
I had to use a regular box.
Yep. So, yep, you can have that. That's 9/16.
Yep, not gonna fit there either. It'll only fit on the outside ones.
Yep. So, we're gonna go to one wrist pop.
All right, guys, just so you saw, it kind of cut out, but to tighten them, you start from the inside, you go one, and then you do the other one on the other side, and then you go to the other on the other side, and then you either go forward or back, it doesn't matter, but you go to the next one, towards the front, then the other side, and then the rears,
Yeah,
back and
just
forth,
the rears.
and then you do the front, or the outers, front and back.
Yeah.
But basically, you're just basically working your way out, going back and forth.
All right. So we got us a Wix inline filter. I don't know what it is. Matt threw away the box.
3303.
3303. We got us this is our little fuel setup. We'll make it better when we do it permanent. So we're just gonna, ooh, I just ate too. And my stomach's talking.
Subway! Oh.
Yeah.
Eat fresh.
There we go. There it goes. All right, tighten hose clamps and then we'll be
Moving forward.
Yep. All right, guys, so the next thing we're gonna do before we set this into the frame rails to try and start it is we are going to pre-oil everything. The way we're gonna do that is we took a old distributor, tore it apart, ground the ears off. We're gonna take it, shove it right down the distributor hole, get it lined up on the oil pump. Here in a second, I'm gonna have a drill. That looks like this. We are going to put it on here and chuck it up, spin this thing for all we're worth. And we're gonna do this until oil comes up out of every push rod. And while we're doing it, I got my gauges right here and make sure we're making oil pressure. So,
Turn your drill the other way.
what other way?
There you go. That's the way the engine rotates. There you go. There you go. You were going backwards. We're 40 pounds already.
Is oil coming up anywhere?
We got 40 pounds pressure. Yeah, got it here. Got it here. Hey, oh, we're overflowing.
All right, guys. So not entirely sure where we left off, but as you can see, it's in the frame rails. We have put the valve covers on. We had to put the valve covers on because the passenger side wasn't getting oil, no matter how much we tried to prime it with the drill. So what we ended up doing was putting the valve cover on, dropping the distributor in, and cranking it over, and that helped pump it up. So we've done that. Right at this exact moment, we're hooking up the alternator and buttoning up little things. We're gonna put the fan on, the belt on.
Get a radiator sitting here.
Yeah. We're gonna jerry rig a radiator setup and get it all ready to fire. So when we're ready to fire, we will come back and show you that. But we're not gonna waste your time showing you how to hook up a radiator, hoses and whatnot. So let us get that done and then we'll check back in with you. All right, guys. So we've got our radiator set up here on this wonderful engine stand that we've concocted. Overflow, our battery setup, our fuel system's plumbed. We've got a tack up here that we're hoping works. We've got volts, or correction, we have oil pressure and water temperature. we are to the point of hooking this up and pushing this button and seeing if it fires. So, let me do that. Carburetor's leaking a little bit.
A little bit, but it'll be fine.
Okay. Do you want to go get the other two to see if they want to hear? If they didn't hear?
But we got to figure out
If
why.
they didn't hear, the tach's not working. All right, tach's good.
That way when
Oil's good.
you good?
Get that back to you before you forget. Okay.
I got two more
You
just
got
like
that?
I got this.
Okay.
All right. Come here, Bear.
Come, go push the button.
Hang on.
Hang on, let him get the hot.
Let me get this on there.
Yeah, careful. There you go. That's what it was.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Push that button down and hold it.
She's running
She's
rich.
flooding. I know, the carb's flooding.
She's rich.
That's the old junk one that was on mine.
Yeah.
But it's right there.
All right, guys. There it is. It runs. It's alive.
It's alive!
Matt has officially built and started his first engine. Well, I'm sure he started more than one engine, but the first one he's built.
He starts one every day on the way to work. What are you talking about?
Oh, you guys seen it. It took 3 or 4 cycles for the fuel to get up to the carburetor, and then lickety split, it was off and running. We were building, you guys said what, 62 pounds
Yes,
Yeah, 62 pound, yeah.
of oil pressure, so we're good there. The next thing we got to do, and we aren't going to bore you with it, is do our 30-minute break-in according to comp cams between 2,000 and 2,500 RPM.
Change that carburetor.
Yeah, we're gonna have to change the carburetor.
First thing.
It does leak.
And then go
but
ahead and actually put a light on it. Maybe set the timing.
Yeah, that's a possibility if someone knew how to use one.
We can.
I don't.
I don't.
I'll show you.
Anywho, but you have it. There it is. It takes very little to make it happen. I mean,
It looks like more than 3 bars, but it's really only 3, I swear.
yeah, we have a couple more because we're running the tachometer.
Yeah.
So we're prepared for the break-in. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a blast.
We sure
Oh,
have.
man,
Yeah.
certainly.
So please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you guys next week with a new adventure. Bye, guys.